Hi. Do you want the best players on the game? Wait, do you want the best player on the game? Bin off Ronaldo, get D-Money, get all the D-Money. So you want the best players? Make sure to check out FIFAcoin.com for cheap, reliable, and 24-hour support. The safest place to get your coin. And make sure to use the code MONEY at the checkout to get yourself a cheeky discount. So let's get into the video. FIFA 18 versus FIFA 19. You may be there thinking that the game's got better since last year, or it's got worse since last year. That's why you can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about which FIFA do you think is the best. And this is how it's going to go down, okay? We are basing FIFA 18 versus FIFA 19 based on 5 categories. Those 5 categories are fun factor, content, game design, gameplay, and game longevity. In each category, we'll be rating it out of 5, therefore meaning that the maximum points that you could get in this is 25 per game. Now, I've asked you guys and also friends of mine, other YouTubers, for their thoughts as well, which has also helped me out in this video. So there's a bit of my opinion here and also a bit of your guys' thoughts and responses back to me. So with that said, let's go break down both these 2 games. If you're new here, make sure to smash a like button, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to click that bell button to let you know that I upload when YouTube isn't working. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I think it will be anyway. Now, of course, to treat this fairly, we must base the first month and a half of the game to make it fair. As not gonna lie, both games are quite similar on how it works out. There's a few little changes here and there, but let's be honest, guys, it's quite similar. Let's start with the first category of this video, and it will be fun factor. Do you have an urge to play the game? Do you look forward to playing a game of FIFA, or by just going on the game in general? Or even it could just mean career mode, or it could mean just, you know, opening packs, doing SBCs. How much do you look forward to getting onto the game? I think the most important thing to keep in consideration about fun factor is, can casual players enjoy the game? I don't think it's fair to base it on pro players with these insane teams with Neymars and all these icons with amazing dribbling stats, because that should not be the main target audience of EA. They should be basing it on normal people that can play the game a few hours a week, a few games midweek, play a few games with their mates. That is what we should be basing this on. So let's compare both FIFA 18 and FIFA 19. Both have FUT champions, both have squad battles, both have SBCs. However, FIFA 18 has divisions when FIFA 19 has division rivals. Division rivals being a buff of divisions. However, it'd be harder to play in theory. However, you get better rewards in return for that. Therefore, we have a contrast here in different types of fun. Fun could mean that you play very casually and that you could play with skill players and try and skill and try different teams, and divisions gives you a way to play it that isn't ultra competitive. However, FIFA 19 is more competitive, but in return for that, you get a lot more fun and enjoyable rewards that you can play throughout the entirety of the week. Now, if you compare FIFA to other games, I think that the fun factor of FIFA isn't actually that fun compared to other games. But if comparing both FIFAs, I would say that both is quite even. In FIFA 19, you open a lot more packs in the game that you get given to you, which for most players of the game, that is the most enjoyable part of FIFA, is opening packs, especially if you don't need to put in your hard-earned money into the game. So if you put it like that, then FIFA 19 should be better. So I'm gonna give FIFA 19 a 3 and FIFA 18 a 2. The reason why it's 3 and 2 and not 4 and 3 or 5 and 4 is because we're making it out of 5. So out of 5, if FIFA 19 has 3, the remaining 2 will go to FIFA 18. Now the next category is content. Which game have we got the best content in the first month and a half of the game? Both FIFAs has done want to watches and both FIFAs has done Halloween promotions. In terms of SBCs, in FIFA 19 we had brand new throwback SBCs. Including this, we also got Foot Swap as a brand new promotion, and including a lot more league SBCs compared to the start of FIFA 18. So in FIFA 19, we are getting a lot more SBCs and promotions earlier than what we did back to FIFA 18. However, is it a case of quantity over quality? Because let's be honest, Foot Swap isn't that amazing, and if anything, the Halloween promotion was in fact worse than what it was FIFA 18, because there were no massive influx of hype into the game, because there was no massive game-changing SBCs that made anyone even that bothered about it. You barely notice any Halloween cards in the game anyway, compared to FIFA 18, and it kind of just went and gone without any trace. And if we have a look and compare current FIFA 19 SBCs to FIFA 18 SBCs, so let's say the Syria SBC, this year they give us a Skinniar and also a Dzeko. However, last year they gave us a Hamsik, which, let's be honest, is a lot more useful. Let's say Ligue 1, last year they gave us a 90 rated Cavani, when this year they gave us a Depay and a Torvan, which to be fair, I think that's quite equal. And the main thing about this year's is the fact that it's in fact repeatable. So is there more to do in FIFA 19? I would say yes. However, I think quality is a big factor in this. But if you're comparing the first month and a half, I gonna say FIFA 19 also wins this one 3-2. That means FIFA 18 has 2 and FIFA 19 has 3 for this round. Next category, game design. How does it look like? How does it feel to play when you're in the menus? And honestly, unless you have a massive issue of the color blue, it's hard to really pick between each game because menu-wise, it is pretty much the same. So it is very hard to really pick between both in terms of visual aspects and how it feels. The only thing I can say between FIFA 18 and FIFA 19 is the fact that the menus, when you scroll for the menus on FIFA 19, is a lot more quicker than FIFA 18. If you have FIFA 18 and FIFA 19, if you go and try and put a full fitness on your team or a contract on each player, you will notice that it takes a lot quicker on FIFA 19 compared to FIFA 18. Things are a lot more quicker now. For me personally, I like FIFA 18 aesthetically because I don't like everything being the same color almost. However, for how it feels, FIFA 19 definitely wins. So for this one, I will go with FIFA 18 for 2 and FIFA 19 for 3 again. FIFA 19 winning all 3 rounds. And here we go. Next up, gameplay. That is the next category. Now, this is very subjective on how you think about the game, how you play on your play style. This one, I could lose a lot of people on because people play the game differently and people prefer most games due to however they want to play. But if I'm being serious here, as an esports competitive game, I have to say that FIFA 18 takes the cake for me. The main reason why I say that is because the skill gap is much bigger in FIFA 18 than what it is in FIFA 19. AI defending in FIFA 19 is so much more easier, meaning that the casual player can put less effort and do better due to the game doing it all for themselves. The amount of goalkeeper errors I've seen this year, the amount of issues I've seen with just glitches, with player switching changes massively. LB button just doesn't even work at times because the game just feels like you don't need to. Yet again, I must say, this is very subjective on how you like to play. FIFA 18 is more of a fast-paced, pace type of game, and FIFA 19 is more of a passing, slow kind of game. You can have your own opinion on which one you like. However, in terms of full product, I feel like FIFA 19 is going backwards in a sense. Yes, both games had issues with shooting. FIFA 18 had low drivens, when FIFA 19 has finesse shots. Kickoff glitch is in both FIFAs. Button delay is on both FIFAs, so neither FIFA is really perfect in terms of they like any of these. I think that FIFA 18 is definitely the better gameplay game for me. Also, server-wise, I haven't really noticed massive difference with most games. Let me know your thoughts if you've noticed server issues. And this is so important in an esports game that the gameplay has to be at the finest part. So if I would want to play FIFA 18 or FIFA 19, I would go with FIFA 18. So that means that FIFA 18 is now on 9 and FIFA 19 is now on 11. And last but not least, we have longevity, the game longevity. How long can you play the game for before you get bored? And for me, I don't think there's that much between us. Each game is frustrating to play at its worst and is somewhat enjoyable to play at its best. However, from what I'm seeing from a lot of people, I'm seeing so many people getting frustrated and threatening just to stop playing the game because it feels like they're being forced out of it. For FIFA 19, of course. Also because of FUT Division Rivalry Awards, plus also squad battles, plus also FUT Champions, plus also SBCs, it is so easy to make coins this game that you can make an absolute hype beast team so easily that, let's say for players that buy the game late than others, they have no chance to catch up to people because how insane it is to get good teams, OP icon teams, so quickly than what it ever has been before. Back in FIFA 18, it was mainly SBCs and FUT Champions that made you the coins. Of course, if you could trade or invest, then this will help as well, but you got this in both games still. So if I'm being serious here, if you could get an absolutely insane team even quicker than what you could back in FIFA 18, then for me, I don't think that'll make the game that fun for as long because you're not grinding for something as often as you could. Including this, if you have a lot more people with absolutely insane teams this year because there's more rewards to get coins, that means that players that don't have an insane team, they have a normal BPR squad, they don't want to play that much because they keep on coming up against absolutely insane teams that they can't even compete against with. And that is the massive issue between casual players and competitive players. The gulf is so wide based on how often you play the game. It's insane. So longevity wise, I will go with FIFA 18, meaning 3 to FIFA 18 and 2 to FIFA 19. So that means that FIFA 19 just wins by 13 to 12 with FIFA 18. Gameplay wise and competitive wise, I think that FIFA 18 is better. However, content-wise and rewards-wise and getting the most in the game, I think that FIFA 19 gives you more stuff. If it's a case of quantity over quality, then let me know your thoughts. But if you guys do enjoy, make sure to smash a like button, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, lad, hope you guys do enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.